If you consider in what high esteem the Israelites held a mother, you will realize even more what sacrifice I had made when I consecrated myself to virginity. Now, the eternal good Father granted me, his servant, this gift, without divesting me of the purity I had clothed myself in, to be a flower on his throne. And I rejoiced with the double joy of being the mother of a man and the mother of God. The joy of being the woman by means of whom peace was re-established between heaven and earth. Oh, what a joy to have desired this peace for the sake of God and of men, and to know that it was coming into the world through me, the poor handmaid of the Almighty. What a joy to say, "Men, do not cry any longer. I have in me the secret that will make you happy. I cannot tell what it is, because it is sealed in me, in my heart, just as the Son is enclosed in my inviolate womb. But I am already bringing it to you, and the moment when you will see him and hear his holy name is getting nearer and nearer." The joy of having made God happy, the joy of the believer, for is God made happy. Oh, the joy of removing from God's heart the bitterness of Eve's disobedience, pride, and disbelief. My Jesus explained the fault with which the first couple got stained. I redeemed that sin by going up the same stages as they descended. Disobedience was the beginning of the downfall. Quote, "Do not eat and do not touch that tree," unquote, said God. And man and woman did not respect that prohibition, although as kings of creation they were allowed to touch and eat of everything except of that tree, because God wanted them to be inferior only to angels. The tree, the means to test their obedience. What does obedience to God's commands imply? It implies all possible good, because God commands nothing but good. What is disobedience? It is evil, because it brings about a rebellious mental state in which Satan can be active. Eve goes towards the tree, which if avoided would have caused her welfare, if approached would cause her ruin. She goes there led by the childish curiosity of seeing what is special about it, and by a rashness that makes her consider God's command a useless one, since she is strong and pure, the Queen of Eden, where everything is subject to her and nothing can hurt her. Her presumption is her ruin. Presumption is the yeast of pride. At the tree, she finds the seducer, who sings his song of lies to her inexperience, to her beautiful virginal inexperience, to her badly guarded inexperience. Quotes, "You think there's evil here? No, there isn't. God told you because he wants to keep you as slaves under his power. You think you are king and queen? You're not even as free as wild animals. Animals can love one another with true love. You cannot. Animals are granted the gift of being creators like God. Animals generate little ones and see their families grow as much as they like. You do not. You are denied this joy. Why make you man and woman if you have to live thus? Be gods. You do not know the joy of being two in one flesh that creates a third one and many more. Do not believe God when he promised you the joy of posterity, seeing your children forming new families, leaving their fathers and mothers for their families. He has given you a sham life. Real life is to know the laws of life. Then you will be like gods and will be able to say to God, we are equal to you. Unquote. And the allurement continued, because there was no will to break it. On the contrary, there was the will to continue it and to learn what did not belong to man. And the forbidden tree becomes really mortal for the human race, because from its branches there hangs the fruit of bitter knowledge that comes from Satan. And the woman becomes a female, and with the yeast of satanic knowledge in her heart, she moves on to corrupt Adam. With their bodies and souls degraded, and their morals corrupted, they became acquainted with sorrow and the death of both their souls deprived of grace, and of their bodies divested of immortality. And Eve's wound engendered suffering, which will not subside until the last couple on earth are dead.